What is up, YouTube? Most Primary back at you with another video, and this time it's going to be of something that people might have expected me to do, some of you might not, but who knows. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and reactions to WrestleMania 32. And I have a little bonus at the end, which you might be able to tell by the title. But anyway, WrestleMania 32. I've really been anticipating this event all day. I mean, some of you could tell by my excitement these past few videos I've been making. Some of you might not have been able to tell, but I was fairly entertained by WrestleMania this year. Some of you guys, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna break down the event, match by match. Some of you guys might already know what I think about the event. Some of you might not. I've been live tweeting and live Instagramming all night, so you guys might know how I felt about certain matches. You might not, but oh well. I'm just going to refer to my notes here that I have of my predictions and the results. I'm also going to go in order here. I'll start off with the pre-show. Kalisto defeating Ryback. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I mean, like I said in my predictions, they're going to drag on Kalisto's title reign a little bit longer before he drops the belt. And I was kind of late tuning into the pre-show. I had to do something earlier today, so I kind of was tuning in near the end of it. But I was fairly entertained by what came out of it. The Total Divas defeating Team Bad and Blonde. I kind of figured Team Total Divas was going to win. And plus, we had the return of Nikki. Following Team Total Divas' victory, she came out in the neck brace and she celebrated with Team Total Divas. And I'm pretty sure that this was Brie Bella's last night in the ring, because her mother kind of tweeted something out or on Instagram, or not tweeted out to Instagram, posted on Instagram, something about how she's going to miss her daughters in the ring. So, I think this is Brie's last night in WWE. I mean, now we'll just probably see Nikki on her own when she returns, or maybe she'll retire with her. I really don't know. But, yeah, I was glad to see them beat the Team Bad and Blonde. And I kind of was hoping that the Usos would defeat the Dudley Boys, just because, that rivalry is getting kind of old after a while, and really need to bring it to an end, so why not give the Usos the victory? Now on to the regular match. The ladder match to kick it off. Looks like how they did last year. My money was on Sin Cara or Sami Zayn. And it was a really well thought match. Much like last year, Stardust had one ladder that was kind of gussied up over the other ones. And I kind of thought, like last year, it was going to get destroyed or heavily damaged. Guess I was wrong. It was still intact after the match, but he didn't end up winning. The one who ended up winning, surprise, surprise, was Zack Ryder. I kind of thought Zack Ryder was added in just as a throwaway. Because Zack Ryder, that's really all he's been since I've been watching WWE. He's just been sort of a throwaway. Just putting him in just filler and just maybe having him just get injured or just get slapped around a little bit. Maybe get a couple successful attempts, but doesn't end up winning. But I was surprised when he actually ended up winning the IC title. So I guess we'll be seeing more of him on television, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm okay with it. Oh boy. Josh, I think I know how you felt about this one. Chris Jericho defeating AJ Styles. That was upsetting. It really was. I was upset after the result of that match. I was hoping AJ Styles would come out with a W, but clearly Y2J had other ideas, and he ended up picking up the victory and handing AJ Styles his first WrestleMania loss in his WrestleMania debut, which is incredibly disappointing. I was really hoping AJ Styles was going to pull out the W on that one, but I guess they had other ideas. League of Nations defeating the New Day. First of all, I would like to comment on the New Day's choice of entrance attire. I am not a big guy on Dragon Ball, but that is basically the New Day's way of giving the finger to geeks. You are picking a fight with us, and I am not happy about it. You're picking a fight. I mean, it's bad enough. I mean, for those of you guys who don't know this, their t-shirts and the whole unicorn thing they have, well, here's a newsflash for you. That came about because Xavier Woods is a brony. That's how the whole thing started. Xavier Woods is a frickin' brony. That's how that whole gimmick started. I mean, he is one. So is Corey Graves. So, might want to think about that next time you put on your New Day t-shirt. You're tempted to buy one off WWE Shop. And coming out of a big box of Bootios, I mean, gee, how unoriginal. That's more unoriginal than The Miz entering through that big blow-up of the word awesome at WrestleMania 27. The only saving grace, other than the League of Nations winning, was Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Mick Foley coming out and kicking some ass. Now that was an awesome moment. I mean, we've been hearing rumors about Shawn Michaels making an appearance at Mania, and that stole the show. I was really happy to see the Heartbreak Kid and Mick Foley, well, more specifically Cactus Jack, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas Rattlesnake, hitting them with the Stone Cold Stunner. That was probably the saving moment. Brock Lesnar defeating Dean Ambrose. This is just one of those where, like, Brock is like, I don't know why they're doing this, but just no one beats him. I mean, they can try all they want to pitch someone who will beat him, but no matter how hard they try, they're just going to fail miserably. I mean, think about everybody they put in front of him these past few matches. I mean, Taker at Survivor Series, not Survivor Series, Hell in a Cell, and the SummerSlam last year. The whole Royal Rumble, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I mean, just no one can beat him in a singles competition. It is impossible. I mean, it was nice to see all the stuff that Dean Ambrose was given. I mean, Terry Funk's chainsaw and Mick Foley's barbed wire bat. I mean, that was a good thing. But with it ending with Brock's victory, I mean, you know, it's like they just don't want Brock to lose. I mean, it's almost like Undertaker, but on a monthly basis. When are they gonna learn their frickin' lesson? Josh, I think I really do know how you felt about this one. Charlotte defeating Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, but not for the Divas title. No. She didn't win the Divas title. That was retired tonight. What she won was this. My phone's not going to show it, but she won the brand new WWE Women's Championship. Apparently, they've decided to drop the whole Divas thing and just have them as superstars. And by doing so, they've decided to retire the old Divas title and bring back the Women's title. And basically, it's the exact same thing as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, just recolored. The strap is white like the Intercontinental title. The backing of it is red as opposed to black on the IC on the big logo title. It's got gold, like as you expect. And I would assume it's going to have interchangeable side plates, much like the World Heavyweight Championship belt. So I guess they're going to make side plates for the Divas, I suppose. And I was hoping anybody but Charlotte would win. And, well, we got screwed over again. Thanks to Ric Flair holding back on Sasha Banks' leg, she was able to put Becky Lynch in the figure eight, and she tapped out. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I mean, it's getting old after a while. I mean, let it go. Let someone else take the belt. Maybe let Brie have a run at it before her retirement. Maybe let someone different hold it. But Charlotte is just being a glory hog, and I am sick of her holding the gold. She needs to drop the belt eventually to someone. This one, I had an ear-to-ear grin on my face after the outcome of this one. The Undertaker beating Shane O'Mac. I knew coming into this thing that Taker was going to win. I've never doubted the dead man. I mean, everyone's saying that Shane was going to destroy him after how hard he fought during the Attitude Era. But, well, that was against other superstars, not the dead man. And this probably means that Taker will be able to fight again at WrestleMania. And we won't have to worry about seeing Shane McMahon on Raw. Thank God, honestly. I could not imagine Monday Night Raw with him in control. That would be absolute hell. And that Hell in a Cell match really had me on the edge of my seat. I mean, I was really nail-biting for that match. That was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. Baron Corbin winning the Andre the Giant 20-man Battle Royal. Kind of an unexpected surprise. I mean, between him and Shaquille O'Neal and a couple other faces entering, I was not expecting him to win. My money was on Kane, but I guess they had other ideas in mind. And I'm surprised that Shaq made an appearance, but hey, what are you going to do? I mean, it was an okay match, but, you know, I was just hoping that Kane would have won it instead of Baron Corbin. But I guess this means he'll be making his main roster debut sometime soon. I mean, now that Sami Zayn's made his, I mean, I guess they bring him up too. And since Bayley lost the NXT title at TakeOver to Asuka, maybe that means she'll be making her main roster debut soon as well. But who knows? That little thing between The Rock and the Wyatt family, I really didn't have a prediction for this because I just wasn't expecting it, but I picked The Rock. And, you know, the whole Wyatt family comes out and surrounds the ring after the victory. And you think someone would come and help The Rock. Who do you think would come? John Cena. Let me stop for a second to let you absorb that for a minute. John Cena making his return. I know, I'm not pleased either. And he didn't even turn heel. Not to mention, Cena is kind of jumping the gun. I mean, you could have had Cena at least wait another month or so, or maybe even tomorrow night on Raw. Because he's really jumping the gun. I mean, he's coming back maybe like 2-3 months early from injury. I mean, he's really only hurting himself. I mean, he's rushing back from his injury, and he's not even doing anything different. I mean, I know backstage that The Rock does not like John Cena, so why they chose to do this, I have no frickin' clue. But, yeah, they could have picked someone else better to come out than John Cena. I'm disappointed. But not as disappointed as I am in the main event, with Roman Reigns beating Triple H. Now, like I said in my predictions video, I had a feel I knew Triple H wasn't going to walk. I've had a feeling that Roman Reigns was going to walk out empty-handed. And I guess for my part of this prediction, I was wrong. But I still stand by it. I feel like this is going to happen tomorrow night on Raw. That, you know, the Authority's going to come out and they're going to tell someone that you have to give the belt back to the proper champion. And I still stand by it being Seth Rollins. I feel like this is when Seth Rollins is going to make his return. That way, you know, he can continue his title reign. The Authority will tell him, you have to give the belt back to Seth Rollins. He'll refuse. Pedigree, curb stomp, title belt returned to the proper champion. I really feel like that's the only way this whole thing is going to end. There's no way they're going to let Roman carry on this title run. I mean, the people were booing him during his entrance and after he won. I mean, he may be the top babyface, but that doesn't mean we're going to cheer for him. I mean, I did, just because I like him, but I didn't think he was going to win the title. I was expecting Triple H to win, or if Roman wins, someone comes and takes it from him. I wasn't expecting him to win. That's just my nature, really. But, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a decent event, you know? I thought it was enjoyable and fun. But now I was, for the big thing in question, as some of a tradition of WrestleMania, since I've been watching, I'm not sure how long they've been doing this, but since I've been watching WWE, somewhere throughout the event, they tease where next year's event is going to be. They tease where it's going to be held, and also show the new logo. And as many of us may or may already not know, WrestleMania 33 is going to be held in Orlando, at the Citrus Bowl. And I've actually received a couple of people emailing me on YouTube, and also a few people on Twitter asking me if I will be attending next year at WrestleMania, because it's 3 hours from where I live in South Florida. Honestly, that's really a two-part question. Yes, I would love to go, and I really would like to try. I mean, it's really not the matter of if I want to go or not. I want to go. The thing is, if I have the finances. I mean, just reaching back here, I might end up selling this in the future, because I'm tempted to get the new version of the replica belt. And this is just a commemorative, and I'm thinking of maybe selling this and, you know, just really cutting back on finances to help fund it. Because I have to consider, you know, paying for my tickets to the event, and the Access Convention, and the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and, you know, food and drink, and gas to get up there, and, you know, any souvenirs I buy. I probably won't have to get a hotel, because I might have a family member who might let me stay up there, but nothing is set in stone. You know, for those of you guys who are wondering if I'm going to be attending next year, I'd love to go, but please don't hold me to it. I will know maybe near the end of the year, once the holidays roll around and once the tickets go on sale. Maybe I'll get a general idea of how much they cost, and if we have a place to stay out there to save money on a hotel. I don't know. but I would love to go if possible. Keep that in mind. And I think my buddy Josh, I was talking to him, he also knows that I would love to go if possible, and I might, if you're watching, Josh, maybe even make a mental note of this, but I'd love to maybe do some collaboration videos between the two of us going to Mania. Because, hey, it'd be fun. But yeah, that pretty much narrows it down. That's pretty much my thoughts on WrestleMania 33 or 32, and you know, if I'm going to be going to WrestleMania 33 in Orlando or not. So, what do you think of Mania? Did you enjoy it? Did your favorite superstars win or lose? And will you be attending WrestleMania 33 next year? Guess that's about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.